Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bianca if you are new, and it's December. So it's the last month of the year and I cannot believe it. So much happens in December. We have a whole bunch of birthdays in my family along with mine, and it's just a very busy month. But I am planning on doing Bookmas this year. So I'm gonna do my best to put out a video every other day, at least 2 a week, but we'll see how this goes because I am also starting a new job this month. So hopefully I will still have time to film these and edit them and get them out. So there's going to be a lot of pre-filming and a lot of editing ahead of time. But here we are with my December TBR. So let's get into it. December is obviously the holiday season, and so my focus this month is like wintry books or holiday themed books. So I do have a lot of, well, a couple like Christmassy romances, some winter mysteries, and some rereads and just things like that. So let's get started. The first book I do not have a physical copy of, and this is The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. This is part of the Dream Harbor series, which starts with A Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I really love The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and I'm currently reading, it's on my cat's tail, I'm currently reading The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. So I do want to get a copy of The Christmas Tree Farm and read that during December. I believe that one is about a woman who buys a house unseen, and it was described as being small, quaint, with like an open farm field view or whatever, and it turns out that it was a old Christmas tree farm. And in order to pay to remodel her house, she has to reopen this Christmas tree farm. So that's really all I know so far about that. But I'm really loving this series and I kind of want to keep reading it. So then we have The Christmas Murder Game by Alexandra Benedict. I don't have a copy of this either, but I do want to read it. This is just a Christmassy mystery. So this follows Lily Armitage, who has not returned to the Endgame house since her mother died 21 years ago, until she is invited back to participate in the annual Christmas game, and the prize this year is the actual Endgame house. But then she receives a letter from her aunt promising her that not only will the game's riddles give her the keys to the house, it's also reveal its darkest secrets, including the identity of her mother's killer. So this just sounds great. So it's, I believe, 12 Days of Christmas, takes place over 12 days for 12 keys. The snow is thick, the phone lines are down, and no one is getting in or out. So it just sounds really interesting. And apparently there will be some deaths during this mystery. So there's that. Really looking forward to that. Then we have A Cat Cafe Christmas by Cody Gary. I've had this book on my TBR a lot for December. I believe it's been on for the past maybe a year or two. It's a cat cafe, and they're cats, and there's a heart, and that's really... So this follows Cara Engels, who is a veterinarian and animal lover, who has opened the Meow and Forever Cat Cafe to find loving homes for adoptable cats, but there are more cats than people to adopt them. So if she can't find out some way to bring the cafe out of the red, it won't last through the holidays. And then we have marketing guru Ben Reese, who is annoyingly smart and frustratingly bossy, but he hatches a plan to put the cafe in the green. By Christmas, Cara realizes that she'd be a fool to turn down his help. And so what if he turns out to be an excellent problem solver and nerdy hot? He can't even handle fostering one little kitten. She needs to keep their relationship professional and focus on saving the cafe, but if Ben and Cara can set aside their differences and find homes for all the cats by Christmas, they might discover that by risking their hearts, they'll have their own perfect holiday together. So, you know, classic romance vibes. Two people getting together for business, then a romance happens. Then we have another one that has been on my TBR for a while. This is Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogle. I believe this one follows Betty Hughes. So she's used to the finer things in life until she loses all of her money. So while she still boasts her extravagant life on social media, she's kind of broke and squatting in Colorado, and her family has no idea. Then comes Christmas and everybody has expectations. When Betty plays a vinyl record of All I Want for Christmas Is You backwards and accidentally conjures up the holiday spirit in the form of a charming and handsome, if offbeat man. So I think this is one of those fake engagement, kind of like magical stories, but it just sounded cute and it's an adorable cover, so I picked it up. And I'm interested to see how this goes. So India Holton, who wrote The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels, calls it a brilliant and totally bonkers romance told with hilarious, effervescent charm. It's sheer joy and true heart and utterly glorious pandemonium, and I adored it. So definitely looking forward to actually picking this up this year. Then I have one I have a couple from Kindle Unlimited, but the first one is Winterfrost Market by Jenny Sandiford. This is a cozy fantasy with a clean holiday romance and some magic sprinkled in. So, tea-loving mortal with a warm heart, a worldly fae prince in disguise, and the midwinter is brewing something magical. So, Elsie works in her family's cozy traveling tea house in the Winterfrost Market, but the town's festivities lose their luster when her mother fails to return from her journey to Midwinter Haven, a fairy tale land in the north, rumored to be inhabited by elves, witches, and fae. And with Elsie's worry as dark as her strongest tea, she enlists the help of the captivating tracker Kit to guide her northward. Stepping beyond her comfort zone, Elsie's eyes are open to magic she never thought possible. But she quickly discovers that Kit has secrets and suspects he may be one of the clever fae her sister warned her about. Is Kit her dream prince or an enemy in disguise? To find her mother, she must be willing to gamble her heart. So that just sounds really cute. And I love a cozy fantasy. And for those of you who don't like spice, this is a good one. I personally don't mind spice at all, but I can get behind a nice clean romance too. Next we have this newest book by Megan Quinn. I've been seeing this a lot in people's bookstore come with me, things like that, and this book is gorgeous. So it is on my wish list for my birthday and Christmas this year. So this is How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. So I guess this follows a guy who lives in a year-round Christmas town, and he's kind of a Grinch about it until his nemesis storyteller moves in next door to take care of her aunt. So she turns his world into a real nightmare before Christmas, especially when she decides to enter the town Christmas Kringle contest, which she is determined to win. But he is not about to let that happen and decides that he's going to run against her. And then, you know, their feelings start getting mixed up in things. They pretend to date, they kiss, and, well, sparks go from there. So really looking forward to this one. And I love how they did this book. There are pictures in it and things like that. And it's really cute. So I do kind of want to do that. The next one I have is a hockey romance. And I don't know that I'm technically a sports romance girly. I haven't read a lot. I think the only one that really comes to mind is Powerless by Elsie Silver from Chestnut Springs. That was the one with Jasper and Sloan. So this is giving me those vibes, although I don't think it's not like that at all. So this is Being Pucked by Rosemary A. Johns, and this is Kindle Unlimited too. And I've read Rosemary A. Johns books before and I've enjoyed them, so I thought I'd try this one. So this is a Wide Shoes hockey romance, but it follows a main character who has had an NHL star player mess up her life and has one rule, which is now to avoid all ice hockey players. But she's back to her hometown, desperate for a fresh start, and it turns out her dad is the coach of the newest team in the in the NHL, and he offers her a job as the PR director for the hockey players, who are apparently walking disasters. So it says they say the hockey players are obsessed with their sticks. It turns out that 3 of them are also obsessed with me. So there are 3 hockey players, 1 hockey coach's daughter, and her job is to keep them out of trouble. So this is also giving me Flawless vibes by Elsie Silver. If you know, you know. So will falling for hockey players mess up her life again? Will her heart be broken, or is this her second chance? So this is a Why Choose Hockey romance. So it is 3 guys and 1 girl, and it's gonna be spicy. So the tropes: Why Choose, Forced Proximity, By Awakening, Second Chance, Found Family, and a forbidden romance. And I love me a found family in my books, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we have a couple of rereads. I really want to reread Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, and for whatever reason this screams winter to me. I don't know why. Maybe it screams fall, but I remember feeling like it's winter-ish. But I have a feeling like the first sentence was talking about how humid it is outside. But I remember loving this book, and I really just, I want to reread it, and I want to tab it. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have started it, and I just never followed through and finished it. So that's what I want to do. I want to reread this so much, and then I probably will pick up Mysteries of Thorn Manor after this, the little novella that follows. Then 2 books that were on my TBR for November that I just don't see myself getting to because I've been sucked into the world of Zodiac Academy, and that is all I can think about. But continue on with the rereads. I want to finish my reread of A Court of Thorns and Roses. This is the gorgeous dust jacket from, is it A Touch of Magic? I believe it is. But I do want to finish rereading this. There's really nothing else to say about that. A Court of Thorns and Roses. I think pretty much everybody knows what that's about now. And then we have another Sarah J. Maas, and this will be the final book for my TBR for December because there's already a lot, and I really know I'm not going to get to all of them. But I want to finish my read, will continue my read of the Throne of Glass series, and this is the 2nd book, or 3rd, depending on how you're thinking about it. And I really need to get into it. I have started it, and I was enjoying what I was reading, but I put it down, and I never picked it back up. I'm now on chapter 3. So, need to get back to this. And those are all the books on my TBR for this month. But you guys know I make TBRs and then I don't follow them because I am very much a mood reader, which is why getting into Zodiac Academy probably wasn't my best idea because now that's all I can think about. So here are the physical copies of all the books that I want to get to in December. And then we also have some Kindle books. So representing all of those right there. So we'll see how the final month of the year goes. But like I said, I have my birthday, I have my sisters, my aunts, my cousins, my brother-in-laws, just a lot of birthdays in the month of December. And I'm also starting a new job, so I'm gonna have to buckle down and get to doing everything that I want to do for this month. But let me know what books you have on your radar for the month of December. I would love to talk to you about them. I would love to get your recommendations if you have any more and you think I should pick them up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and don't forget to pick up a good book. Bye.